Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing another build off, and this time we are working on this. Yes, this is a Iso Grifo by Matchbox. This is from 1968 and it has been overpainted. Now, this is another diecast mafia build off with the usual group, and yes, this time the theme is sports cars and I chose this one. Now let's get straight into it. As I said, this was painted over. It would have been originally blue, and that's the reason why I'm taking this one apart, because if this red was the original paint and in such good shape, I would probably leave it original, because every car that is not very play worn or overpainted I leave original and go straight into my collection. Now I'm drilling this apart, and yeah, this one went apart really fast, and I'm just prying it apart with a screwdriver. And here you can see the base. I like these wheels, those are the regular wheels. And now I'm drilling out the windshield. I hate riveted windshields, but this one I managed to get out quite easily. Yeah, and those 68 cars, the rivets are very not tiny, but they go apart really easy. I don't know why they only go apart very easy in this time period. The other ones are much tougher than those. So now I'm going to strip off the paint. I'm using my trusty old paint stripper this time instead of caustic soda because yeah, caustic soda is really nasty stuff, and I only use that on oxidized cars because the caustic soda removes the oxidation, the really bad one at least. And this one is not oxidized. This is a really nice car, and I think it's probably been in very good shape when it was taken apart, or not when it was taken apart, when it was painted over, because underneath I found very nice blue paint, very nice. And now I'm just painting on some details. I've already painted it. I decided to stick with the red because I think the red looks really nice, and I've already got a nice original blue one. Now I'm going to show you how to paint this trim. I'm just dipping a toothpick in some silver paint and then scrape it along the window opening, and then you get a nice trim. Then this is really an easy method. You should definitely try this when you're into this hobby. It works really nice and it makes your customs look way more detailed. This is very nice, and it takes only a couple minutes for an entire car. So now I'm clear coating this because this is flat red, because they're doing this so that the red doesn't get lighter over the years, because that's always a problem with red, so that it doesn't fade. They're making it flat and then clear coat it because I don't know why, but it fades less fast. So this is the windshield. Someone tried to clean it with acetone, and you don't have to be a genius to know that acetone attacks plastic, and this case is no exception. So I have to sand this one, and really you can really feel how they went over it, because the entire windshield was so bad. I already thought I wouldn't be able to get it off, but I managed to, although it's very thin and brittle now. So now I'm using this paint. You might think, what are you going to do with this paint? Well, I didn't like the car, how it turned out with the clear coat on it, because the paint finish wasn't very nice. I really didn't like it, so I decided to repaint it once more. And this time I'm using 20-year-old, more than 20-year-old, probably 30-year-old Humbrol enamel paint. I got this left from a kit that I built a while ago from a 2CV Charleston, a Citroen of course. And yeah, I think this color would look quite good. Now I'm filling up the tow hook gap. I'm just using this super glue here and then some baking powder to form a nice bumper with no signs of any tow hook, because you can see the tow hook was already missing in the beginning, and the tow hook on this sports car doesn't look very good anyways, so I'm not too sad about it not being on there. I might have actually cut it off if it was on there. But you should really fill the bumper, because then the car just looks a lot better than with the hole there sticking out. So yeah, just put some baking powder on there. I store it in this little tuning gum container. And this is what we started with. Not too bad looking. Actually, the one who painted it didn't do a very bad job, but it was far from good, very far from good. And this is how it turned out now. Now I know it looks very dark now, but this is not, because the car is actually very dark. It is not light red, it is darker red, but not as dark, and that's just the fault of my lighting. And that's why I included some photo shots of it in better light, because currently now in the winter I got bad light here in my place. So now I will invite you to enjoy the photo shots. I think it looks quite good, and this is also a color the original car came in. And yeah, now you should really check out the other Diecast Mafia members, which are 2AHD Cat, Diecast Sheriff, Matchbox Mark, and last but by no means least, Opa. Now, for 2021, I will not be in the Diecast Mafia as a fixed member anymore, but I will only join some builds, because I just don't have always time, and I can't build on demand anymore, because I need to see when I have time, and I don't know if I will be able to kick out a video on something special every month. So that's why I'm retiring. But yeah, this was my job for the December build off, and check out the other guys, and see you next time.